Time to be good now.
Oh, Betty's behind you.
Oh, hi, Betty.
Not anymore, she ain't.
Oh, it's Cat Butt.
Betty's butthole's on TV.
Hi, I'm Greg.
I'm Derek.
And I'm Steve.
Welcome to the Men of the Dead, and that was Betty's butthole.
Hi everyone, welcome to another week here on The Den. So this week we are going to talk about things about keeping yourself safe and others.
Yeah, thematically linking the COVID vaccine
Yes.
with other things.
So let's start with COVID vaccine. So officially I believe every member of The Den has at least one dose of the vaccine in.
That is correct. So all members of Men of the Den are currently vaccinated.
Yes, at least with the first one.
I'll let you know when Bill Gates takes over control of my body through the
Yeah.
5G.
So you both got Pfizer. What did Ken and Phil get?
They're both on Pfizer as well.
And then
I'm not sure what Ed is on. I think he's on Moderna.
yeah.
Ed will answer to that one.
And I'm the AstraZeneca guy.
You are part of House Zeneca.
House of Seneca.
House of Zeneca.
House of Seneca.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, these girls are on Pfizer, so.
So which brings us to our next point about the vaccine. So, bottom line, I'm seeing a lot of talk about, the side effects that come along with Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca. Now, here's my thoughts on this. I think you should not take your advice from social media whether you should get a vaccine or not. Go to your healthcare provider and weigh out your options and see if these are a good choice for you. In my case, I made the decision to get AstraZeneca because I'm diabetic, I have asthma, and ultimately between a 1 in about 200,000 shot of getting a blood clot versus if I get COVID, there's a lot higher chance that
1 in 5.
something bad is going to happen to me. Not even just clots.
Yeah.
Just in general, something bad will happen if I get COVID. So I weighed out my options and I decided to get the AstraZeneca. I'm 48 hours in at this point and I have had very, very, very minimal side effects, at least so far.
Yeah, you said you woke up yesterday morning, you were feeling achy and a little sniffle.
I had
That's
not even achy. I had a headache, a small headache, and I had a runny nose, and that lasted probably till mid-afternoon. And by about 6 o'clock last night, which would have been the 24-hour mark, I felt fine, and I haven't felt anything today. So
Yeah.
So and I'm at 48 hours now. So yeah. So anyway,
Get the vaccine.
Get a vaccine, and if you're concerned about the side effects of AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson, depending what's available, talk to your doctor and weigh out your options, because I do agree there may be some younger folk out there that are in their 20s that are in great health that maybe AstraZeneca or Johnson & Johnson, maybe the risk is kind of too high, but that's something you should talk to your doctor about.
Exactly.
There you go.
So, because of the research that went into the COVID vaccine, there is a potential working vaccine for HIV.
Oh.
I've heard this.
Yes,
I've
I've been
heard
seeing
this.
updates on this.
I heard it was a vaccine, but I also heard it was synthetic antibodies. I'm not really sure what the research is, but it's kind of exciting because this is the first mRNA vaccine we've ever had.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's been deployed on a wide scale, and maybe this is opening the door for something to combat HIV, which is still around. It's more of a chronic condition now.
Mm-hmm.
However, since we're all getting vaccines and wearing masks to protect one another, I'm going to throw a plug out for PrEP as well, which, for those of you who are not in the know, like many of our doctors, PrEP stands for pre-exposure prophylaxis. It's like a once-a-day pill that you take, and then your odds of contracting HIV are very, very, very small.
And then what I think it's 98% effective?
Yeah, somewhere in the 95 to 98 range.
Yeah, depending on who you ask. But it's a very high percentage of effectiveness for preventing. Now, there's a lot of stigma that goes along with PrEP.
Mm-hmm.
People assume, people on PrEP are whores, or
I choose abstinence for my STD prevention.
right.
I'm trying to think of the right term for that. Like, okay, if you feel that way, of course, it's your choice not to take it. But there are some people who may not be sexually active who do choose to take it just in case anything does happen.
Exactly.
And you know what? Sometimes things happen, heat of the moment.
Yeah,
you don't
absolutely.
think about protection.
This is
something about, like, not really, I don't want to say a plan B, but this is
no.
This is a layer of protection in case something happens, you get caught up in the moment.
A layer of protection.
There you go. That's a good way to put it. So Derek and I have been on it since January of last year.
Yeah, I started in March last year.
And Steve just recently got on it.
Yeah, so Canada recently approved the use of Descovy, which is a PrEP that is not Truvada.
Mm-hmm.
So Truvada refers to an actual drug itself, and PrEP is like a method of treatment.
Mm-hmm.
Descovy is another drug that can be used for PrEP that isn't Truvada.
Now, the drawback, the good thing about Descovy versus Truvada is Descovy is easier on the kidneys
Easier on your body.
and easier on the liver, which are two things that Truvada.
And your bones, it doesn't demineralize your bones.
Exactly. So that's one good thing about Descovy. The drawback to Descovy right now is 100% the cost.
Yeah, it's really expensive.
It is very expensive because it's expensive like PrEP was when it first came out.
Yeah.
Because PrEP when Truvada first came out, it was very expensive, and then a generic came out and brought down the cost. So the same will likely happen with Descovy at some point, but right now it's
they're gonna have a patent, right? And the patent has to expire. I think it's like 5 years.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then after that, generics manufacturers can start making it.
in Canada right now. Descovy runs about $2,200 for a 3-month supply if you don't have a health plan.
Yeah. And Gilead is also like doing a financial plan for it as well, correct?
Yeah, it's true. They'll help you with your payments if you are in a financial need range.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, ultimately, I think some people do use this as their primary form of, protection, which I don't have a problem with that. Whatever way you want to be protected. I do understand some people have a negative narrative associated with that, which is, I don't agree with that, but PrEP in general, like, we use it more as a backup.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, there's times when there's been times when I've been caught up in the heat of the moment, or something breaks.
It happens. Honest break.
Shit breaks sometimes, right? And and especially where I've got 2 other people to worry about, you don't want to be in that situation where you have to worry about, that happening.
You never know, right?
You do never know. So we do it as a backup form. In fact, I mean, me and Derek have been taking it now for a while, and because of COVID, obviously, that's on, that's kind of on it's kind of on the back burner.
It's more so keeping up a habit at this point.
Right. So we've still been taking it, although there really hasn't been anything going on inside the relationship.
I would say though, the biggest downside is be prepared for awkward conversations from your doctors when they think you're HIV positive.
Yes.
Yeah, I've had
My
that.
pharmacist was like whispering to me, "Now, you have to take this every day, otherwise you have a variation in your viral load." And I was like, "Don't worry, it's just for PrEP."
Yeah, because I had to go in.
And they're like, "Oh, what's that?"
Yeah, because I had to go in because I was having hernia pains, and the doctors started asking me about PrEP. It's like, okay, so how long have you been HIV positive for? I was like, I'm not. This is pre-exposure. Like, I'm taking this to prevent. I was like, oh,
You can do that?
and
This is
like,
and it really is funny, especially here, because we live right in the middle of the gay village. So if you
our
go
doctor put us made sure we went on.
if you go to a doctor in the village, they all know about it, and they all really push it to go on it as a backup.
Oh, there's
measure.
ads on the subway station.
There's abs on the subway station.
Get ready.
Everybody around here knows about it, but then once you get outside of this three block radius of the village, it's like people just don't know about PrEP, and it's
Doesn't
really
even exist.
it's really scary that doctors don't really know that much about it. Like,
And Freddie mentioned Freddie as well. We have a friend who just signed up for the Freddie
Sure.
service. So Freddie is great if you want to remain discreet about it. So what it is kind of like discreet drops off your prescription at the door, so you don't have to go through any awkward conversations with any pharmacists or doctors.
Or if you have a family doctor.
Or if you have a family doctor who doesn't really, you don't want certain business being discussed, they take care of everything. They tell you when you need to go for your blood work, and they drop everything off at the door. It's all discreet.
Mm-hmm.
And
Cool.
it's a pretty fantastic.
So, did you have any, when you started prep, did you have any side effects?
Dizziness, that's about it.
Dizziness?
Yep.
I think I had a little bit of tummy issues for a couple of weeks, but it passed very quickly. And what about you,
Nothing.
Descovy? Descovy, nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, obviously make the decision that's best for you. And again, if you have questions, try to find, the best I can say is try to find a doctor that specializes in gay medicine. Because I don't really have much faith that outside of doctors that are familiar with the gay community,
They'll even know what you're talking
that
about.
they'll even know what you're talking about if you ask for PrEP. But a lot of major cities also, much like Freddie, have clinics where you can get PrEP, basically with just a little bit of blood work and get it discreetly. So just look into your options. If this is something that you're interested in, I highly recommend it. It's there's a peace of mind knowing that you don't really have to worry about that and accidents happening and things happening too much. Now, I mean, to be clear, it doesn't protect against all the other stuff.
Right.
You know.
Still use condoms when you can.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you know, do what you want to do, but just be safe.
Be careful.
Be careful.
Yeah.
That's right. Ultimately.
Keep your wits about you.
Keep your wits about you. That's a good way to put it.
Keep your wits about you.
I'm trying to
Stop
think.
the spread of deadly disease.
I'm trying to think of a good Nova Scotia quote.
You scared the bejesus out of me.
Stay
Wearing
there.
a blazing condom.
Oh. And just to be clear, we're not saying that we're pro condom use or whatever. Just do what you want to do, but try
Not judgmentally.
but be safe. Exactly.
Take care of yourself.
Exactly.
Take care of yourself and others.
There you go. All right. I think it's a good place to end it.
Yes, I do too. All right, so I guess our Twitch schedule this week. So we're going back to Control on Tuesday. Greg, possibly Dead by Daylight Wednesday.
Yeah.
And
I might go back to Final Fantasy 6. I don't
Yeah.
know, one or the other.
I might go back to Suikoden on Saturday. I might do Horizon Zero Dawn on Saturday. So who knows?
All right. Here's my Nova Scotian song. Are you ready?
Well, the year was 1778.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Okay.
I'm singing Cape Breton music.
Oh, God. If you're doing the Mull River Shuffle,
No.
it's done. We're ending the stream.
Out on the Myra on warm afternoons, old men.
Dana Plato, forever in my heart. I do have baddies I do need to kill, though. And the fire alarm is going off in my building right now. Just...
Ooh.
I mean, I can do it if y'all want me to murder you.
Don't do it.
It's like rolling, man.
Don't do it.
Don't do
Don't
what?
do it. Don't you do it.
Let's do it.
Do
Let's
what?
do
Don't give
it.
consent. I don't give consent.
I don't know what
Don't
you're
do
on
it.
about.
Yeah. Or Chrono Trigger. I haven't decided yet.
What about you, Steve?
I'm playing Zelda Breath of the Wild right now for my first time.
Zorl.
I know I'm late to the party.
Yeah.
It's a really good game.
Yeah.
I really like it a lot.
Well, when the next Breath of the Wild comes out, you'll be ready for it.
I know, isn't that crazy?
It comes out later this year.
Next year.
Is it
Next
next
year?
year?
Yeah,
I think
next
they're gonna do a Switch Pro and they're gonna have Zelda with 4K.
It definitely sounds like that's what's coming.
Mm.
And if any of you people want to tip us, send us a PS5.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'll take a PS5.
You don't even have to give it to us. Just permit us to buy it from you. That's all we want.
At the real
At
price.
market price.
Yes. All right. As always, like, share, subscribe. Tune into the rest of the guys' videos and have yourselves a great week.
Bye.
Sure, that would be the ultimate tip.
Yeah.
I'll sell you this PlayStation.